Hello, welcome to the chapter introduction video for the chapter on the bureaucracy. First off, why are we making these videos? This video is meant to help guide you as you begin to read your textbook chapter on the bureaucracy. What are the big things you should be looking for? We're going to cover all of those in this video. In our textbook, the bureaucracy is in chapter 7. Let's dive right in. We've got this picture of a sloth here because when most people think of the bureaucracy, they think of something very slow. Maybe you saw that movie Zootopia, and who is it that's running the DMV, a bureaucratic agency? It's the sloths. But there's more to the bureaucracy than just their struggles with efficiency, and that's what you're going to be expected to take out of the textbook. Let's check it out. First off, 3 key concepts you need to keep an eye out for. First, the structure, the parts of the bureaucracy. This includes listing major cabinet positions, departments, and independent regulatory agencies. Look out for that vocab word and their jobs. What are these different departments doing? What is the job of government, and how much of that is carried out by bureaucracy? Then you're going to want to get to this idea of bureaucratic discretion. Now, bureaucratic discretion is a very complex idea that really boils down to the fact that most of the work of government, as we just mentioned with those agencies and departments, is carried out by bureaucrats. So how do they do that? Why do we give them that power? And when are they allowed to exercise this power of bureaucratic discretion and its closely related counterpart, rulemaking? And finally, the checks on the bureaucracy. What happens when the bureaucracy gets out of control? How can Congress step back in to take some of that legislative authority? 2 checks you're going to want to be able to describe really well: oversight and the power of the purse. 2 really similar concepts that you're going to need to be able to compare and contrast are the ways of selecting bureaucrats. There's the merit system and the patronage system. Look out for how presidents use these 2 systems, when one system was more common than the other, and which system we lean toward today, and also the justification for that system. That brings us to the 1 chapter mantra, the thing you should be repeating in your head over and over as you do your reading. Bureaucracy might be a new term for you. Even if you've heard it before, what does it actually mean? Well, I recommend for this chapter mantra, you're just going over this definition of what a bureaucracy is in your head over and over and over again. A bureaucracy is a government run by unelected officials in organized departments. A bureaucracy is a government run by unelected officials in organized departments. As you're going to see, that unelected part has real consequences, and that organized departments part has real advantages. And you're going to want to be able to speak to both of those after reading the textbook chapter. So you put it all together, and here's what you're looking to do. Those 3 major concepts: list the major departments and agencies, explain the idea of bureaucratic discretion, and describe Congress's checks on the bureaucracy. 2 things to compare and contrast are the patronage system and the merit system, both ways of selecting and promoting bureaucrats. And finally, don't forget that 1 chapter mantra: a bureaucracy is a government run by unelected officials in organized departments. Thanks for tuning in. Best of luck with your reading of the chapter on the bureaucracy.